Hello my friends, my name is Tim Johnson. Just a very quick video to share a few simple rules with you, which I try and live my life by. I'm not perfect by any means, as you will gather. I don't think any of us are, but these little rules have helped me get through some very tough times. And I think that looking back into my past, I've been reflecting on it. And there have been times in my life where I've really felt like giving up, like there's no hope, what's the point? And of course, there is always a point. And fortunately, I've managed to sort of drive my way through those moments. I mean, I talk to a lot of people on this channel who'll contact me in various ways, particularly people of my age. I'm 62, and they say to me, what's the point? I'm so depressed, I want to die, there's no hope, I can't get out of this hole, and what's the point at my age? And well, I can understand those feelings totally. There were times, as I say, when I've been in the height of my addictions and in some really dark and horrible places where, I've had to sort of dig extremely deep and not been successful sometimes and failed many times. But that's the thing, you see, walking through the door of failure builds like resilience and it builds strength. It's almost like exercising a muscle, and you have to expect that in whatever your life is or whatever situation you're in. The title of the video is called Die on My Feet. It's quite an unusual title, I suppose, but it was a quote I saw when I was in a dark place. I can't really remember why I was looking through quotes, but the quote said, It is better I die on my feet than I live on my knees. And it sort of stirred something inside of me because, you can't see it at the time, but you can't see life's gifts. It doesn't matter what your situation is. I mean, I'm blessed. I'm really fortunate to have a beautiful family whom I love and they love me and we see each other. And I know a lot of people perhaps aren't as lucky as that or as blessed as that, but there is always something, there is always something to grab hold of, to be grateful for, to get out of bed for in the morning, because I think it's 4,000 trillion to 1 the chances of a sperm hitting an egg and you being created. And that has to mean something, that really does, and you're gifted with that. If you're really lucky, 80 years in a snapshot in time as far as the Earth's concerned, a tiny, tiny little piece of time, but it's precious. And if you're going to live it, if you're going to be around for it, no matter what your age is, it's best to give it your best shot, give it 100% and die on your feet and not live on your knees, as I say. Because I was living on my knees, there's no doubt about that. I lost everything, my integrity, my honesty, my will, if you like, hope. All of these things were disappearing fast. But you cling on. And the simple rules I'm going to give you, number one simple rule, and it's one I've always lived by. And I think anyone who tries to accomplish anything in your life, this will be there somewhere. And it is never give up. And it sounds corny, that, doesn't it? Never give up. People say it all the time. Always my best as well. So those two things go hand in hand. And my best is different every second, probably, every day. But I'll always do the best I can. There'll be different results every time I try, but I'll always try my best. I might not get the result I want, but I've learnt to accept the way things are and not the way I want them to be. But if I know I've done my best, then that's all I can do. So it takes away that, that restless feeling, if you like, just giving it my best shot. And I'll never give up. And I'll fail and fail and fail and fail at various things, but I'll always get up off my feet, off my knees again, and give it another shot and become more and more resilient. And as you get older, and this is the gift of age, is wisdom, and you know in your, or supposedly wisdom, I mean, sometimes I wonder, but you know in your heart, it's not giving up. Sometimes you'll change direction, you'll swerve a bit and go in a different direction rather than keep banging your head against a brick wall, particularly with relationships and people, places and things, if you like, to put it in addiction terms. You'll know when to swerve them. Sometimes it's not giving up that, it's just showing a little bit of wisdom and putting your recovery first. That's your responsibility. The other rule is integrity, and it's what you do when people aren't watching that really, really matters. That's where the growth lies. Outside of your comfort zone, if you like, it's always going to be uncomfortable and painful, and a lot of people don't want to go there. I totally not, because I didn't. But you have to make that effort if you're going to grow. You have to sort of step outside that comfort zone. And integrity is the sort of thing. What I mean by that is, if, say, I'll give a simple example on a running machine, and you've put down a certain pace, and you've committed to doing 15 minutes, and you're totally on your own, there's no one watching you, and you get to 13 minutes and your legs are like jelly and you want to give up, and no one's watching, so it'd be really easy to switch the running machine off and just crack on. But you don't. You keep going for that extra 2 minutes outside your comfort zone, and it hurts. And no one's watching you, and no one's going to applaud you, and no one's, patting you on the back. But you've done it. You've committed to it. You haven't given up. You've done your best, and that'll make you stronger, and that'll keep you moving forwards. And sometimes you keep moving forwards 10 paces, slip back 5 paces, but you get off your arse and you keep moving forwards again. And it's all right me talking about this, and it's easy talking about it, but I try and live my life this way now. And I don't care what age you are, because I've met people, I've met people before recovery, but since I've been in recovery, that are in their 80s, practicing these principles, because they realise, that life's a blessing and we need to be grateful for it, whatever your situation, because things will always get better. Feelings and emotions and things, if you like, situations and circumstances are only temporary, just as thoughts are only temporary, and they pass, and it'll get better, then it'll get worse, then it'll get better. Such is the nature of life. So practice integrity, practice never giving up, and honesty. Learn to be honest with yourself. That's the most important thing. I lied to myself for years. I told myself I wasn't an addict. I told myself I wasn't an alcoholic. I told myself I was doing this when I wasn't doing that. I told my lies to other people, and I was selfish, and I told lies to myself constantly. 100% honesty is what matters. If you're honest with yourself, you do your best, you practice integrity, you practice gratitude, and you be kind every single day, then the gifts will start coming and you won't go far wrong. It's as simple as that. So die on your feet, give it your best shot, don't live on your knees, and don't give up, because there's something around the corner waiting for every single one of you watching this video. And if I can do it, you can definitely do it. Carpe Diem. Remember that. Seize the day and make today the day you change your life. Good luck and much love to you. Bye-bye.